In our business page, there is optimism among businessmen on the continuing growth of the Philippine economy. Again, here's Freddie Abando.
The first quarter of the year shows great promise for the economy. No less than the private sector express optimism. Projections of a 7 to 8% growth for 2015 is on track. Government spending is generating economic activity with the implementation of major infrastructure projects all over the country. The private sector has sustained construction activities in Metro Manila and major population centers nationwide. It has generated more jobs to reduce the unemployment figures, a major plus for the government's poverty reduction program.
The expectation is really it's going to be a strong quarter, no? The economy is expected to perform quite well this year, and if you take a look at most forecasts anyway, even international forecasts, look at the Philippines as a leading economy, you know, either number one or number two in the region, at least for this year and through the next several years, still a strong performer. So we're quite upbeat about it. The government has committed more infrastructure spending. We also see a lot of construction activity going on. So you know, people take advantage also of the time, the dry season. The government will want to move ahead of the curve on infrastructure because next year it is affected by election bans and stuff like that. So expect this year to be a strong year.
All of us are beginning to realize that we have to focus more on job creation. We have to focus more on the quality of jobs that are being created rather than continuously addressing only a certain segment of the working group, which is the formal sector.
Remittances of overseas Filipino workers has been a major driver for consumption-led growth. In 2014, remittances reached almost $27 billion. It could hit $28 billion for this year. Another key driver is tourism. Tourist arrivals of foreigners for the first 3 months of this year will surpass figures from 2014. Domestic tourism has sustained the boom as more Filipinos are traveling more to destination winners. It has created more jobs, especially in the countryside. Tourism accounts for almost 10% of gross domestic product.
Tourism, I think, is strong. You know, there's where you go, you see the planes are full, the destinations are full. I've traveled a few times already this year, both for business and for pleasure. And I've not gone to a place where a flight has had an empty seat. Everywhere I go, and I've been to, you know, big cities like Cebu and you know, big destinations like Puerto Princesa, but I've been to small destinations like Coron, for instance, you know, and it's full. The flights are full. It's got many daily flights. So yeah, I think it's quite strong.
Foreign direct investments are expected to grow after last year's record of almost $6 billion. FDIs to expand gains in manufacturing and the BPO industry. Manufacturing was a boost for the country's exports. The BPO industry was worth $18 to $20 billion in 2014. These numbers will be surpassed this year.
Last year, it took a big jump to billion. Just when we look back 3 years ago, it was only at about 2. So it's tripled. We're still far from the rest of ASEAN, but moving up quickly at a good pace. Will it continue this year? We certainly hope so. The key is to fill the pipeline with interest, and that has to do with really the number of applications and approvals coming in through the investment promotion agencies.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie.